Forget the surface-level headlines. We're plunging into the murky depths of geopolitical strategy, where silent constructions speak volumes and the fate of nations hangs in the balance. This isn't just about a remote port on the Black Sea. It's about a calculated, creeping ambition that threatens to redraw the security map of an entire continent, a move that could have ramifications stretching far beyond the immediate region. Just picture it. Under the cold, unblinking gaze of satellite eyes, a transformation is underway. Brick by painstaking brick, steel girder by silent steel girder, a Russian naval base is rising from the waters of the Black Sea. This isn't merely an infrastructure project. It's a strategic thunderbolt hurled into a region already crackling with tension, a clear demonstration of Moscow's unwavering resolve to project power into an area vital for European security and the maritime lifelines of numerous NATO member states. The chosen location, Achamchir, commit that name to memory, a seemingly insignificant port nestled within Abkhazia, a fractured piece of Georgia held in the steely embrace of Russian-backed separatist forces, a region where Moscow's influence reigns supreme. This isn't simply about projecting military might. It's about the intricate dance of disruption, a carefully orchestrated maneuver to destabilize the existing order. Imagine the chilling scenario. Russia, emboldened by this new foothold, using Ochamchir as a launchpad to strike at Ukraine's already battered coastline, to sever the crucial arteries of lucrative global trade routes that snake through the Black Sea, to cast a long, menacing shadow over the security of NATO's southern underbelly, directly threatening the sovereignty and stability of its member states. Just immerse yourselves in the gravity of these potential consequences. The year 2023 marked a significant turning point. The puppet regime in Abkhazia, their strings firmly pulled by the Kremlin, publicly declared Moscow's intentions to transform the sleepy port of Achamchir into a permanent, formidable naval base. Since that fateful announcement, the pace of construction has intensified, a silent yet undeniable testament to Russia's unwavering commitment to this strategic objective. The port's significance has been dramatically amplified by the brutal realities of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Kiev's audacious and often successful claims of inflicting significant damage upon a staggering third of Russia's once vaunted Black Sea fleet sent tremors of strategic recalculation through the corridors of power in Moscow. For Russia, the Black Sea Fleet is more than just a collection of warships. It's a vital instrument for projecting its influence, its power, its very will across the entirety of the Black Sea. Ukraine's relentless and surprisingly effective targeting of Russian naval assets forced a strategic retreat. In October 2023, the world witnessed the spectacle of Russia desperately relocating its precious warships from the historically secure harbor of Sevastopol to the port of Novorossiysk. Yet even Novorossiysk has proven to be an inadequate sanctuary, no longer a safe haven from Ukraine's determined strikes. This vulnerability compelled Moscow to seek alternatives, to cast its gaze upon the strategic possibilities offered by Ochamchir. Consider the geography. Novorossiysk port lies here, while the Ochamchir port is situated a considerable distance away. This geographical separation offers a crucial advantage. Russian warships stationed in Ochamchir will enjoy a significantly greater buffer, a safer distance from the active war zone raging in Ukraine. However, while Ochamchir provides a valuable layer of security, let us not be deceived into believing it is beyond reach. Ukraine's capabilities, though tested, still possess the potential to strike even at this seemingly distant location. Thus, Moscow is employing a different, perhaps more insidious, strategic layer, the internationally ambiguous status of Abkhazia. Despite being a breakaway region, the international community, by and large, continues to recognize Abkhazia as an integral part of the sovereign nation of Georgia. This delicate diplomatic tightrope offers Moscow a perverse form of protection. Ukraine, while fiercely defending its own territory, officially recognizes the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Georgia. Should Kiev choose to target the Russian naval base in Ochamchir, it would inadvertently, yet undeniably drag Georgia, a nation already bearing the scars of Russian aggression, directly into the heart of this escalating conflict. But this strategic naval buildup transcends mere military dominance. It delves into the realm of economic coercion, the subtle yet potent power of controlling vital arteries of global commerce. Moscow, with a naval base in Ochamchir, could wield the power to disrupt a major global trade route, a crucial artery connecting east and west. The Middle Corridor, a vital alternative to the now sanctioned northern route, stretches from the manufacturing heartlands of China, across the steppes of Central Asia, through the strategic land bridge of Georgia, and finally reaching the markets of Europe via the Black Sea. Before Putin's ill-fated invasion of Ukraine, a staggering 85% of land-based trade between the economic powerhouses of Europe and China traversed the vast expanse of Russia. The imposition of crippling sanctions shattered that once lucrative route, forcing a global recalibration of supply chains. Now, Georgia, strategically positioned at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, stands to gain immensely from the renewed focus and investment in the Middle Corridor. Its geographical advantage, its direct access to the Black Sea, and its growing connectivity with the East position it as a pivotal link in this evolving trade network. Georgia, recognizing this golden opportunity, is investing heavily in its infrastructure, most notably through the ambitious construction of a deep-sea port in Anaklia. This state-of-the-art facility aims to transform the Middle Corridor into the fastest, most efficient cargo route bridging the continents of Asia and Europe. In 2023, the Middle Corridor handled just under 3 million tons of cargo. However, with the planned improvements in infrastructure, the World Bank projects a monumental increase in trade volumes, potentially reaching a staggering 11 million tons by the year 2030. But lurking beneath this promising economic horizon lies a chilling threat. The burgeoning Russian naval base in Ochimchir will be situated a mere hour's sailing distance from the future Anaklia port. This proximity is not coincidental. It represents a strategic choke point, a potential dagger aimed at the heart of Georgia's economic aspirations. The very presence of a Russian naval base in such close proximity will undoubtedly deter investment, increase insurance costs, and ultimately stifle the growth and viability of the Anaklia project, effectively strangling Georgia's ambition to become a key player in global trade. Satellite images, those silent witnesses in the sky, lay bare Russia's relentless and methodical efforts to transform the once modest port of Ochimchir into a formidable strategic naval stronghold. The changes are undeniable. Analysis of the imagery reveals significant alterations to the port's infrastructure. Access channels have been widened, dredged deeper, likely to accommodate larger warships, the very vessels that will project Moscow's power across the Black Sea. The summer of 2023 provided a crucial piece of the puzzle, a tangible demonstration of Russia's intentions. A large Russian salvage tug, a substantial vessel capable of supporting a wide range of naval operations, including the crucial task of maintaining and assisting warships, was clearly documented, docked at Ochimchir. This single image served as irrefutable evidence that the port already possesses the capacity to receive and service significant Russian naval assets. While the current physical footprint of the port might appear relatively small, experts in naval strategy and military intelligence warn that its existing infrastructure is more than sufficient to refuel Russian warships, including those capable of launching devastating long-range cruise missiles, weapons that could fundamentally alter the strategic balance in the region. These analysts firmly believe that Moscow's aggressive and sustained buildup of its military infrastructure in the Black Sea, with Ochimchir as a key component, reflects a carefully considered long-term strategy aimed at establishing and maintaining absolute dominance over this strategically vital region. The transformation of Ochimchir port into a fully operational naval base represents a significant leap forward in Russia's long-term goal of militarizing the Black Sea, solidifying its control over its maritime domain, and projecting its influence deep into Europe's southern flank. However, a starkly contrasting picture emerges when examining the strategic posture of NATO in the Black Sea. Despite the presence of numerous member states, Turkey, Romania, and Bulgaria, and crucial partner nations like Ukraine and Georgia bordering this critical waterway, a cohesive, unified, and assertive NATO strategy for Black Sea security remains conspicuously absent. Currently, the leading powers within NATO, particularly the United States, appear to be grappling with the complexities of formulating a clear and effective policy regarding Black Sea security. Progress in developing a comprehensive and unified strategy has been frustratingly slow, leaving a strategic vacuum that Moscow is keenly aware of and actively seeking to exploit. This lack of a strong, unified Western response is particularly concerning when considering nations like Ukraine and Georgia, both of whom have been direct targets of Russian aggression and harbor aspirations of closer integration with the West, seeking membership in both the European Union and NATO. These very aspirations have become a central driving force behind Russia's foreign policy objectives within the Black Sea region, a policy explicitly aimed at diminishing the presence and influence of both the EU and NATO in its near abroad. The construction in Ochimchire is not merely about establishing a naval foothold. It is a bold, unambiguous statement of intent, a tangible manifestation of Russia's unwavering ambition to reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Black Sea, a region where the West's strategic vision appears, alarmingly, to be shrouded in a persistent fog. The implications for European security, for the unimpeded flow of global trade, and for the fundamental sovereignty of the nations bordering the Black Sea are profound and demand immediate, decisive attention. Will the West finally awaken to the gravity of this creeping threat before the strategic balance irrevocably shifts, before the shadow of Russian dominance falls completely across the Black Sea? What will happen next? What will the future hold for this volatile and increasingly critical region?